I'm from just outside of Chicago, and I go to school at the University of Illinois.
I currently attend the University of Illinois.
I go to the University of Illinois.
The University of Illinois.
I go to school at the University of Illinois in Champaign, Illinois. So it's, Chicago, 13-hour drive from here.
I study molecular and cellular biology.
I'm majoring in Spanish with a business minor.
I'm a political science major and a French minor.
I'm actually studying international studies and Spanish, double major, and I've studied abroad through both of them, which has been a really great experience.
I study international relations.
Well, I decided to come here over Thanksgiving break because, I don't know, my family's always kind of been into service, so I grew up doing service projects. And I found out about this organization at my school that does service projects, and one of the projects was Katrina relief. And inadequate housing has always been something that really bothers me. I don't understand how our government, our society can just allow people not to have enough to live in or to live by.
I feel that not enough people know what is still going on here. Everyone thinks, oh, it happened 3 years ago. It's done. They fixed it. Everything's back to normal, but it's not.
Because I've heard a lot about the progress down here, basically. The hurricane hit August 29th, 2005, and that was my 17th birthday. And I just know that 3 years later, people are just not really thinking about it, kind of. But every year on my birthday, I'm reminded.
I feel like there's not enough progress. There's not enough in the news because there's still problems. It's been 3 years and it's just lacking.
Well, I've always wanted to do an all-term spring break, and this was just the best opportunity to do it. Actually, one of my roommates did this before, and she came to New Orleans and she said that it was one of the best experiences that she's had. And it's something that's recently happened, but more work needs to be done, and I think that it's our responsibility to be here and do it.
But the reason why I wanted to come back was because I grew up in Japan, where we don't get hurricanes in Japan, but we get typhoons. I remember when I was 5 years old, I live in the southern part of Japan, and we had this huge typhoon where, for 3 days we were at the school auditorium, and we didn't know what was going on. It was just a lot of rain, a lot of wind. Everything was covered in water, and people were just standing on the roofs, and people were just really unhappy about everything. But our house was kind of 30%, 40% torn apart. But it was these college students who were there to kind of rebuild the houses again. Because the government always helps you out, but it takes a lot of time to kind of get into full gear. And I just remember those college students, they were just volunteering and doing whatever they could.
It's interesting to see the dynamics of everything and how poverty is such a big issue, but it's just not recent. It's always been a problem in the South, and it's good that there's more knowledge about it now, and it's unfortunate that circumstances that have just happened in the recent have brought that to light. But regardless of that, we're here now, and many more people have come here to volunteer because of it.
We're going through it together. We need to help each other out. This is when we need to really help each other out the most. And when I was looking at the news here, it was kind of what's going on at the Superdome. It was kind of ridiculous, I thought. So
I told one of my friends that I was going to do Katrina relief, and they were like, wasn't that 3 years ago? And I had to explain to them that the news doesn't show you the poorer regions, the people that are still trying to recuperate. Because I don't know, I watched this Spike Lee documentary, and he went into a lot of different of the more poor areas, and people are still really struggling, and I feel the news has covered that up, and people don't really know that there's still a big struggle down here. So.
From underneath the trees, we watch the sky, confusing stars, the satellites. I never dreamed that you'd be mine, but here we are, we're here tonight, singing, hey,
St. Charles and Portage is why it was happening during the storm and everything. And when we saw all the water and stuff, we kind of like vacated right after that before it started to get too bad. And it was pretty devastating and shocking to see that. And, you know, where I live at, I was living in Elgin at the time, but I still wound up losing everything anyway. I had plans on moving back to the city, back to New Orleans in the summertime of June, but there was some mishaps where it led me back to Baton Rouge. And I had signed up for United Way right before I decided to come move back because I needed help with furniture, because I knew that once I moved back to the city that I would need a new start. We really didn't have too much anyway from losing everything from the storm, so we just bear with the little stuff that we did have. Well, today they didn't help me out so much with sofa set and headboards and curtains, and I mean it's a lot. They helped me out a real lot today, and I really appreciate it so much. It was like, this is what I had wanted for Christmas. I wanted my house to be completed and whole where I'm at now, and it's been very appreciative and grateful of them to just think of me and just to pick me out of anybody else they had out here. And I'm happy and I'm very appreciative of it. They made my house a home today. I just want to say thank you very much, and I appreciate it, and God bless all of y'all. Y'all have a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and everything.
I'm alive. Amen. I'm alive. And in the air, the fireflies are only light in paradise. We show the world they were wrong and teach them all to sing along. Sing it, amen. I'm alive. I'm alive. Sing it, amen. I am alive. If everyone can.
I just love the hat on here.
You can come on in. Are you usually open Thursday, Friday, Saturday?